Hello, everybody. It's time to start the class again. Okay, we are reaching the end of this level, people. Have you realized that we have only like one unit left to finish, and then we'll have reached the end of this journey together, this online journey. I'm loving the weather today, let me tell you. You know, when it's a bit cold, when it's windy and it's cloudy, for me, it's perfect. Yes, especially for drinking something hot. I'm not actually. Here I only have water. But, with imagination, I can imagine this is something delicious and hot, right? This is just water. Right? Charlie, for example, apparently also drinking something interesting there. Or only water, apparently, too. Maybe only water. Okay, important to stay hydrated, right? And, and last class we finished with an interesting touch, right? We covered something interesting about Charlie, yeah? An element that he found, a magical element, kind of, yes. We were talking about iconic elements that represent us, right? Things that people always associate with us, um, or maybe that we feel attached to, right? That we consider to be iconic in our lives, right? We talk about places, yes. We talk about people who influence us, they can be iconic as well. And we talk about objects. And Charlie mentioned there's something that he found something once, yes, that represents him. Charlie, are you ready to share some details about it? Hello.
Hello, everybody. Hello, guys.
So Charlie, you mentioned you found some gold and silver last time. That was pretty interesting, right?
Uh, when was a child,
When you were a
I
child.
yes.
Okay.
In I don't know how do you say gallinero.
I don't
My
know.
grandmother, my grandmother was Kiinduense was from Kiindu.
Okay, okay, Kindu, very good.
Paraguay, Villarica, and another countryside
Uh,
do have very plata or the warm treasures.
War treasures. So this story takes place in Kindu when you were a child.
I find the silver coins.
You found silver coins. And do you keep them, Charlie? Do you keep one as a memory or something, or no?
No, I I I sold the coins in that moment.
You took them.
Yes. And then I buy one machine
Searching more.
for the treasure. Yes, an,
Uh,
Amer an American gadget, technology gadget
but
for
tech
find
met.
the metals, silver and gold.
And did you find more?
Yes, yes.
You found more.
So.
A little bit suspicious, right? You cannot really reveal this information. My grandfather was a treasure hunter. There's a legend about it too. My grandfather used to dig his backyard looking for treasures as well. He's from Villarrica. So it's funny that you actually found it, right? Okay, so we were talking about this kind.
Wait a moment. I got the machine. I see you.
Okay, to show me.
One
Okay,
moment, please. One moment, please.
to show us all. So this is an element that I believe is iconic for Charlie, right? If one person ever writes his memoirs, I know his biography, they might include then this metal detector, right? A metal detector. Um, that's definitely something that would be characteristic of him now, I believe, right? Do any of you have like something that you think is very characteristic of your life that should be included, like as an icon of your life? What can it be? I don't know. In my case, maybe I don't know what is something that I constantly use. There's not really that many objects that I use. Well, my backpack. Yeah, people make fun of me that I always carry my backpack everywhere. Sometimes it's empty, right? But I have it anyways, just in case. Here comes the metal detector, guys. Okay, Charlie is showing us there the metal detector. To find the treasures. Wow, look at that. Look at that. How interesting that is. And it's especially designed for...
That was the machine.
And that's the machine. Does it continue to work? Does it still work? Very interesting. This is very, very, very interesting, people. Let me tell you, it's the first.
It can buy under 5 meters.
It can detect under 5 meters. Oh wow!
Yes.
Look at that! Look at that!
And discriminate the different kinds of metals.
It even tells you what kind of metal it is. Very specific. I think every one of us maybe should invest in one of these machines and go to our grandmother's house just in case, right? Very good. This class is not sponsored by Garrett 80 metal detectors, by the way, right? This is just happens to show up. Okay, thank you very much, Charlie, for showing us or sharing that story with us.
Do you have many brands for this the machine? But I think Garrett is the best brand.
Patty there is suggesting that maybe you can lend it to us, right? So we can all try to find also some treasure, right? It could be interesting, right? Like an experience to see if we find anything. Good. So today our class, guys, continuing our topic of iconic, I don't know, modern icons was our topic, right? We're gonna cover now vocabulary, yes. So if you have your books with you, go to page 97, where we are going to work on the vocabulary part, the compound nouns, yes. Similar to the object that Charlie was just showing us, yes, that object is what we call a metal detector, right? To describe it, we need two nouns, like two words, sorry, right, to create this compound noun, right? Metal and detector. So it's a metal detector. So, and that's the description we find there. It says that we often put two nouns together where the first noun describes the second one. Like, for example, we have an album cover, right? The cover of an album, or a subway map, yes, which is the map of the subway. And compound nouns can be one word or two words, yes, like tourist attractions, which is two words, or only one word, like website. Yes, the final result maybe is only one word, but the origin comes from two, or maybe they stay separated. In the case of tourist attraction, they stay separated. The case of website, we combine web and we combine site, only one word. That's what we have here for compound nouns. Let's practice together now on this list that we have below, where we're supposed to match, yes, make some combinations. It says match a noun from column A with a noun from column B to make compound nouns. For this, I would need you to help me out in the chat section. Yes. So the first word we have here to combine is soccer. What can we combine? Let's start with soccer. What can we combine? Patty got excited there, right? She found someone. This one is easy, right? What can we use with? What can we do with soccer? Felix is there suggesting something. Yes, exactly. Claudia as well. Soccer is, we can form the word soccer field. Yes, soccer field, like La Nueva Olla, for example, right? Or what is the name of Olympia para uno, something like that, right? Okay, soccer field. What about the next one? Speed. What can we combine with speed? I thought that this one was a bit tricky, actually. Felix is on fire today. He's the first one. He's the one that is on top of the chat section, apparently. The rest of you are a bit sleepy. Speed car, says Charlie. In this case, Felix's suggestion is the correct one. Yes, a speed camera. A camera that can capture movement in speed, right? High speed. Yes, a speed camera. Then what we have next is sun. And now Patty, it's her moment to shine. Yes. But Fidel took he was faster even, right? And we have here sunglasses. Exactly, sunglasses. Um, Sunglasses, it's something that is very important to wear. I personally cannot wear sunglasses because I try wearing them, but I lose them. You know, like I don't know where I put them down and then they disappear forever, right? Do you guys wear sunglasses? Who of you wear them? I wouldn't pay a lot of money for them because knowing me, I always lose them. Do you have them? Yes? No? Patty does, for example. Robert, do you have some glasses? Not really? No. Claudia does. Claudia does. Yes. Important for driving. I know that some people, when they are driving, they require some glasses, right? I don't drive, so I don't know. When the sun is in my face, I just look away. No problem. Anyways, next topic is town. What can we form with the word town? Charlie says that he wears the sunglasses for driving. Town hall, yes, town hall, says Ian, correct. And Fidel as well. Felix as well, yes. Claudia also suggested that. Town hall is the place, the office for the city mayor. I don't even know who is the city mayor of Asunción, Nenecho or something like that, right? That is the name of our city mayor now. So that is the expression city mayor, yes. Sorry, it's the town hall, I was distracted. Next word we have is book. Exactly, it's a bookcase. Yes, the piece of furniture where we leave books, or in my case, where you just drop whatever it is you have on you, like clothing or cups, whatever. I just throw everything on the bookcase. Yes, that's the word. Next, we're finishing class. When I was preparing the class, I made a mistake with this one. Yes. The word is like you're suggesting their classmate, right? But I don't know why I assume it was class picture because it also exists. You can take a class picture, right? With all the members of the class, you can take a picture and it will be a class picture. And then I had to change everything because I prepared, beautiful. I found the image for the class picture and everything. And then it's like, what do I do with the final one? Profile, yes. And profile is, of course, the one that we combine with picture, yes, profile picture. Do you guys do you guys use your own remember we talked about this topic at the beginning of the book, right? If you use your own profile picture or no, yes. Okay, so there you have it. Those are a set, of course, this is just some words that are created with two nouns, some compound nouns. Notice that in this case, 3 of them are transformed into only one word, even though originally we had 2, which are sunglasses, bookcase, and classmate. We don't separate them, we write them all together. Yes, so be careful with that. In some cases, we don't keep them apart. Good. So what do we have next? Here we have a compound noun race. What do we mean by this compound noun race? The idea is that you're going to have 3 minutes to answer to all of these questions. Yes, to all of these questions with a compound noun that has been used in the book at some point throughout these past units, including intermediate superior 1, actually, the previous section and this section. So I'm going to give you 3 minutes to do this. Yes, answer all of these questions. I'm going to put the timer now. Don't reveal your answers just yet. Yes, there's the timer there online. On the screen. Don't reveal the answers yet. Yeah, work there for 3 minutes trying to answer this. We have 12 questions. Yes, there are many of them. To be honest, I wasn't able to answer some of them when I was preparing the class. I was like, what was the word for this one? Right? And many of these questions, all of these questions come from one part of our book. At some point, we use them. So let's see if you are able to find the answers for all of them in under 3 minutes. Or let's see how many you get. We have 12 questions. Number 1 says, what kind of job do you have if you only work 20 hours a week? This is something we work together. I remember discussing this. Number 2 says, what do you need to have before you can get on a plane? I think we also discussed about this together. Not sure, but I think so. Number 3, what might you have to pay if you park in a bus lane? I don't know if we talk about it. Probably in IS1. Number 4, what should you put on when you get into a car? Yeah, this is a topic from the previous book. Very important, safety first. Number 5, what do you call a long line of cars that can't move? Yes. I think we don't have that many of those now that we don't have school, but yes, we have that. Number 6, what do you need to book if you want to play tennis with someone? Well, the place where you play tennis, that is, right? How do we call that? Number 7, where do people go if they want to watch a basketball or handball game? Well, here we don't really go anywhere because we don't watch, I mean, at least I don't watch many sports. What do you call the noise a phone makes? Okay. What kind of books or movies are about the future and often outer space? We talked about this in our first unit together at the beginning. Unit 6, was it? Or unit 7? I remember. Number 10, what do you call a school that is paid for by the government? We also talk about this one. Number 11, if you are in an elevator and you press 2, where do you want to go? Interesting question. We talk about it in the house unit. And number 12, what device do you use when you want to transfer files from one computer to another? Time's up, time's up. Let's reveal how many of these words, the race is over. Yes, let's reveal if you were able to get these 12 answers, 12 answers. So let's start with Felix. Felix, can you please read our question 1 and the answer that you believe is the correct one?
Okay, teacher. What kind of job do you have if you only work 20 hours a week? I think it's part-time.
A part-time job. Makes sense. Yes, part-time. That's how we call that job, a part-time job. Thank you, Felix.
Self-employed is not correct?
It's not correct because we are not talking about the person. The person is self-employed. The job is a part-time job. Yeah. Let's see. We have here also Patricia Cuevas. Are you there? I don't remember you from. Hello, Patricia.
Hello, but I'm a teacher.
Okay. Sorry.
I'm just observing, but it's no problem anyway.
Okay. Sorry. Yes.
No problem.
I was like, I don't remember other Patricia, right? We only had Patty Misiego.
No,
Patty, please.
no, remember, you used to teach at the bank, Central Bank?
Okay.
Last year.
Interesting. Nice to hear.
Oh, 2 years ago, I don't remember.
Yeah, I remember. So, Patty Misiego, please.
What do you need to have before you can get on a plane? I think you have to do the check-in.
But what do you need? What is the
ticket,
the
passport? No, I don't know. Check-in.
In the chat,
help, please. Boarding pass. Well, when you do the check-in, they give you the boarding pass.
And the question is, what do you need? That was the question. What do you need? Yes.
I know. Close.
Very close. Okay. Thank you. Claudia, are you there, Claudia Recalde?
Hi, teacher. Hi, everyone.
Can you help us with 3?
Number 3. Okay. What might you have to pay if you park in a bus line? Oh my God, I don't know, teacher. Maybe a tickets or no?
Maybe a what?
Ticket?
Yes, ticket is part of it. I think it's part of. It's partially correct. It's not complete. What kind of
No
ticket?
complete.
Because remember, we need 2 words. We need 2 words.
Okay, I don't know.
The rest of you.
Sorry?
No, let's see if your classmates can help you in the chat.
Let me see.
Apparently, nobody is helping.
Teacher,
Knows
I
you.
don't know
A
why.
ticket bus?
Felix, what are you saying? Sorry.
I don't know why is parking fine. For
Okay.
me,
That is the parking fine is the word, right? Okay. Ticket is also possible. Remember what is a fine? A fine is the concept. This is completely opposite of fine that everything is okay, right? A fine is the concept of receiving a punishment, or typically is money that you have to pay because you didn't follow a rule, right? So if, for example, if you were driving very fast, a police officer can stop you and give you a fine for that. And that fine we call a speeding ticket, right? Or in this case, if you park in an incorrect area, also a parking fine or a parking ticket. Okay?
Okay.
Yes, because in this case, it's like you park in a place that is exclusive for buses, right? And you are parked there, and then you return and you find. Yes.
It depends. Bus cards, say Carlos.
No. That is not connected, Charlie.
Here, no. In Paraguay, no. Paraguay, no.
The bus card is to pay your travel, your trip. It's different. This is when you're driving and you park in an area that is exclusive for buses.
Yes.
So that is when you receive this fine. Yes, this parking fine because you parked in an incorrect place. Okay. Thank you.
This is only about the parking place.
Exactly.
Really, teacher?
Exactly, correct. This is about parking.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, teacher.
Sure.
Okay.
Vivian, are you there?
Yes.
Wait, sorry, I muted you. Are you there? Yes. Number 4.
Yes. What should you put on when you get into a car? Seatbelt.
A seat belt. Correct, right? A seat belt. Do you do that, Vivian?
Always.
Always. Even in the back seat?
Huh?
Even when you sit in the back or only in the front?
When I drive, teacher.
Only when you drive. If you're a passenger in the back, for example, no.
When I have I don't know, when I drive, when I trip.
When you travel?
Yeah.
Long distance.
What?
For a long distance.
Yes.
Only for a long distance. Okay, guys, I remember it's important to wear seatbelts at all times, even in the back seat. Some of the worst accidents happen when you're just driving around the city. But without joke, like I think our journalist, Mabel Renfel or something, right? She was in a car accident recently. Yes. Right? Yesterday, okay. I heard something about it. Just to mention, right, that is dangerous, right? It happened here in the city. Yeah? So always, even in the back seat, wear a seatbelt. Good. Thank you, Ian. Noelia, how are you with your microphone today? Can you speak?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And today we're ready. Number 5.
Yes. What do you call a long line of cars that can't move? Crosswalk?
Not really. People in the chat, what do you guys believe? Something connected with the traffic. Yes, it's a line. Exactly, Charlie. There is suggesting something in the chat.
Traffic jam.
A traffic jam. Yes, you cannot move. You're stuck there in traffic. It must move slowly and stop again. Yes, traffic jam. Thank you, Noelia.
Okay.
Marcelo, help me with the next one, please. Number 6. Your microphone is not working. Okay, okay. Good. Ian, then.
Hi there.
Hello, hello. Help us with 6, please.
I don't know.
Read the question, and then we work together. What do you?
Reservation.
Can you read the question first, please?
What do you need to book if you want to play tennis with someone?
What is the area? Because remember, a reservation is to book, but what do you need to reserve? What do you call that place where you play tennis? We're talking about the place, exactly, Claudia. We're talking about the place where people play tennis. How do we call that? Ian doesn't.
Court.
Oh, there we go. Exactly. A court, or to make it a compound noun, we call it like Patty is suggesting there in the chat, a tennis court, right? To make it more specific. Yes, tennis court. Thank you. Leonardo.
Where do people, hello?
Yes.
Where do people go if they want to watch a basketball or handball game? I don't know. The stadio gym or something like that.
Yeah. To be honest, actually, I didn't know the answer for this one either. I have to be honest, right? I didn't get it right. But that's not the correct answer. This is probably something that was in the previous level, when you talked about sports in the previous level. Do any of you remember the word for this one, guys? No? Nobody? There we go, Felix, a sports arena. Exactly. Noelia is also there suggesting that sports arena. That is very general, right? Sports arena. At the sports arena, you can find different sports, yes, not just one. That's why you can watch their basketball or handball or something else, right? Hello, Fidel. Let's help us with the next one, please. Number 8.
Okay. What do you call the noise a phone makes? A ringtone?
Ringtone, exactly. Ringtone that now nobody changed anymore. When I was younger, everybody had a specific ringtone, so it was like you could identify whose phone it was. Now everyone just leave it there by default with whatever the maker put, right? Thank you. Robert, what about the next?
What kind of book or movies are about the future and often outer space?
My favorite one.
Science fiction.
Science fiction, correct. That is correct. Victor Rodriguez, help me please with number 10. Read the question and let's see if you remember it.
What do you call a school that is paid for by the government? I don't know, teacher.
No idea for this one. Help in the chat section from the classmates. Ian is suggesting, also Robert. There we go, a public school. Yes, a public school. You don't pay it yourself. Yes, it's public. Thank you. The next one, Felix.
If you are in elevator and you press 2, where do you want to go to? I think it's second floor.
The second floor makes sense, right? You press 2 because you want to go to the second floor. That's correct. Yes. And the last one, Charlie, can you please read it?
What device do you use? What device do you use when you want to transfer files from the computer and computer to another?
What is the name of that practical device that we took?
USB or flash driver or
Close, very close. The correct answer was flash drive. Yes, be careful with the final R there. Yes, it's not flash driver, but flash drive. Okay, flash drive. There you go, exactly.
Pen drive.
Yeah. I don't know where the expression pen drive comes from, to be honest. I searched the other day.
My pen drive is not common in United States.
No, that's the thing. It's in English, but it's not really the way that people refer to the flash drive. You know, it's called a flash drive. Yeah, that's how people refer to it, or a USB memory, whatever. You know, but not a pen drive. I don't know where we invented that word. Does everybody? Yes.
What does drive is? What does drive means?
Well, the thing is that in computer environment, we call drive, you know, to these parts of the like the memory part of the computer, like the you know, your main memory is called, you know, the drive. Yes. So in this computer world, that the memory aspect, let's say, is what we call drive. Yeah, the way we refer to it. Okay, same as Bluetooth. No, not really the same as Bluetooth, Claudia. Bluetooth is a way to transmit information. The flash drive is what we call the pen drive. Yes, in Paraguay we call it pen drive, but people in the US refer to it as a flash drive. Yes, the little object that you put in, transfer files, and then give it to someone else. Great. Come on, let's move on. What else do we have here in this section? Oh, okay, so all of these 12 words, they came from one of our from our units, yes, at some point. And now let's go back to our grammar aspect, yes, because we're gonna work on the workbook section of this unit. If you have your books with you, it's on page 63, yes. And remember, we were working with these relative clauses, yes, defining and non-defining relative clauses. We were using who for people, which for things, that for both of them, or what else? We have where and we have whose. Yes, those were the words that we were using to give additional details, right? So let's look here to our first exercise, where you are supposed to complete the sentence with one of our relative pronouns, yes. Where two answers are possible, write both pronouns, yes. And there is one sentence where you can omit or you can leave out the relative pronoun altogether. Let's see. The example we have is, Espoo is the city in Finland where Nokia is based. Well, remember Nokia? Not so relevant anymore, but there we're using where, right? Because we're talking about a place. Finland is a place where this action takes place. Nokia is based, okay? Situation 2 says, Apple is the company which or that makes the iPad. Yes, we're talking about a company. That's why we can use which or alternatively that. Yes, and we give the extra details. Okay, so let's see number 3. Robert, can you please read the idea here for number 3?
Melinda Gates is the woman whose husband founded Microsoft.
Is it who?
Yes, it's who.
Because remember that when we use who, what we're saying, we are replacing Melinda, I mean the woman. So she is the husband of, we need here a possessive, yes?
Whose?
There you go, the possessive one. Yes. Whose? Yes, Melinda Gates is the woman whose husband founded Microsoft. Yes, so it's the husband of the woman. Yes, makes sense.
Okay.
Thank you. Let's see. Claudia, what about, wait, I think I revealed it. No. Yes, I revealed it. Sorry. Let's pretend you didn't see it, Claudia, please.
Okay, teacher.
I have so many windows open here, sorry.
Put, teacher, put. Okay, the thing that's my son, that's or which my son wants most for his birthday, he had table computer.
Okie dokie, a table computer. Look at to play games, maybe, right? Exactly. Yes. And we're talking about here about an object, so we use that or we use which.
Or which.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Let's see who can continue. Fidel, can you help me?
Okay. Lee Byung-chul was the man who founded Samsung.
Oh, remember we talked about Samsung the other day, a company from Korea, right? And can we use an alternative over here, Fidel? Remember, if we can, we have to use the two of them.
That?
Also possible to use that, right?
Yeah.
I just put who, but the two of them are possible. Who are that, right? So Lee Byung was the man who or that founded Samsung. Yes. The next one.
That sounds better. It sounds better. Who?
Yeah, it sounds better.
Instead of that.
I agree with you. It sounds better, but we were supposed to identify when we could use both, right? So this is a case in which could use both. So keep that in mind, guys. I also omitted it. Okay, number 6. Let's see for number 6. Patty, help us, please.
Naimato is the district in Tokyo where Sony has its headquarters.
Okay, Minamoto, I think is it? Minato.
Minato.
Yeah, I know it's very small here in my phone. I don't know. I cannot see Minato. In the screen, I cannot see anything, guys. If you knew what I was looking at the screen right now, Minato. Yes.
Where?
Yes. Yes, correct. Where? Because we have here then later a setting for yes,
a place.
Exactly. Sony has its headquarters. Very good. Thank you. Leonardo, what about 7?
Alexander Graham Bell is the man who that invented the telephone.
Who or that invented the telephone? Okay.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah, I only put who, but it's true. Who or that? Yes, Alexander Graham Bell is the man who or that invented the telephone. Do you remember this guy? I remember him from Intermediate 2, yeah, the unit about inventions. If you, smart choice, the purple book. Anyways, let's move on. Next exercise. Now, in this exercise, this is very interesting exercise, guys. Why? Because here we are supposed to eliminate an object that is redundant. It says here, cross out the extra word in each of the sentences. Example is number 1. Why don't you stay in the hotel where we stayed there last year? Bang, where we stayed last year. Yes, only that way. Why? Because that's the intention of using these relative clauses. You are not having two independent ideas anymore, you are combining them. And so you can omit certain elements. That is the intention. Maybe you could have said something like, remember the hotel where we stayed last year? Why don't you stay in that hotel? Yeah, like in 2 different sentences. But now you're combining the 2 ideas, so you don't need to use every single element because it sounds redundant. Yes. So you are supposed to identify in each sentence what is the element that is extra that we shouldn't say. Yes. So when I ask you to read the sentence eliminating the word that you believe shouldn't be used. Directly read omitting that word. Let's see. Noelia, can you read number 2?
He's the actor who played the role of Sherlock Holmes.
He's the actor who played the role of Sherlock Holmes. Exactly. We eliminate the he. Yes, the he is the extra word here because we already have who. Yes, he's the actor is one part and the other one is who played. If we have who he played is redundant already. Exactly, correct. Thank you, Noelia. Do you know the name of the actor who plays Sherlock Holmes, by the way? In the latest
No.
well, there are many versions, of course, right? But I think that, what's the name of Iron Man? Robert Downey Jr. was playing Sherlock Holmes recently, right? There were some movies about it. Okay, number 3. Ian. Suspicious. Did I give the answer again? Oh. I cannot see my screen, guys. That's the problem. Okay, but I'm sure Ian will help us anyway. Ian, number.
Those are the students who won first prize.
Those are the students who won the first prize. Yes, we eliminate they. Yes, we eliminate they. By the way, I need a new screen so I can have 2 screens so I can look at you in one side and the exercise on the other. I need something here, otherwise I'm making a mess. Okay, thank you very much, Ian. What about our next one, which is number 4? Yes. Look at my phone, guys. This is my phone. Here I have in very small the slides, so it's complicated. Look at number, sorry, who can help me with number 4? Claudia.
Okay. I'll go the supermarket that has the best offer.
I'll go to the supermarket that has the best offer. Yes, we eliminate it. Correct.
It's
exactly, we eliminate it. That is redundant. Perfect. Vivian, what about 5?
She's the woman whose daughter went to the same school as me.
Exactly. We eliminate the possessive adjective her because whose is already a possessive, right? It means of who or of her. Exactly. Thank you, Vivian. Victor, what about the next one, number 6?
What's the name of the store where both the USB cable there?
What's the name of the store where we bought the USB cable there? What is the word that we should eliminate?
Where both.
Where
both eliminate we?
Eliminate we.
Yeah.
We eliminate we. So directly where bought? But who bought?
Is wrong?
Is wrong. It's not we. Because if you say where bought, what is the subject? You know, who created the action bought? You need to have a subject for the action. Yeah,
what is the name of the store where we bought the USB cable? And I don't say there.
There you go. Exactly. Exactly. In that way, it makes sense and is not redundant anymore, right? It says, what's the name of the store where we bought the USB cable?
Oh, yeah.
And you have the idea complete. Okay. Thank you, Victor. And Fidel, what about 7?
Number 7. That's a computer that isn't working.
So we eliminate it.
It.
Exactly. We eliminate it. Very good. Okay, guys. So now you're all geniuses. Yes. You got this control. Yes, Felix.
I had a question.
Yes, shoot me.
I was in the last class. I understand when you can omit the who, he, which, that.
Okay, very good question. You can omit the relative pronoun who, that, or which when you have a different subject. Yes. For example, let's see if we have any of those cases here. I think there was one in the previous exercise. Let's go to the previous exercise. Let's look at this exercise. Let me find one. Over here, number 4. Look at number 4, Felix. It says, The thing that or which my son wants the most for his birthday is a tablet, right? In this case, we have we have the relative pronoun that or which, correct? But follow that, we have another person, which is my son, and that is the one that creates the action wants. So whenever that or which is not the one creating the verb or creating the action of your idea, it can be omitted. It's optional. Let's compare it with number 2. Apple is the company which or that makes the iPad. In this case, in number 2, this action makes is produced, right, by which or that. Which or that is the subject of that action. But in this other case, in number 4, you have another element joining, which is my son. My son is the one who wants. In those cases, you can omit it, okay? But the only ones you can omit are that, who, or which. Where or whose cannot be omitted. Because, for example, over here you have where. Yes, Espoo is the city in Finland where Nokia is based. And here your subject of the sentence is Nokia. Nokia is based, correct? But this one cannot be omitted because where is necessary every time. The only ones we can omit are that, which, or who. Is it a bit clearer?
Yes, teacher. Thank you very much.
Very good, thank you. Now, I'm gonna need your full attention, guys, because we are going to do a little activity separated. Yes, we're gonna go to the breakout rooms. And this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna create 2 groups first, yes, and each group will receive a set of questions. Questions for A, questions for B, yes. Teacher Christian will be helping me here. He will be in charge of one group. I will be in charge of another group. And you will first have to complete the questions with the corresponding relative pronoun, yes, depending on the case. And then when you are ready with your questions, you are going to play the little questionnaire to the classmate who completed the other version. Yes, we have version A and version B. So one group is going to be student A, the other group is student B. First part of the activity, create the questions. Yes, it's like a trivia. You have the answers there. Once you have all your questions ready, we switch and you now will ask the question to a person who wasn't part of your group. Let's see if it works. It's gonna take a little time here. When you're in your when you're in the breakout room, you will receive these questions, take a picture of them, right, to keep them with you, and complete them, okay? Let's see how we do this. We cannot finish the game now. Yes, the idea was for you to do the little exchange of ideas, but now we can't because we ran out of time. As usual, remember you can continue practicing on the workbook section. We have more for vocabulary there. And continue checking your platform for the exercises. They are all there already. You can check them out. Yes, and I will see you all next class again. Yes, on the platform you will find the video lessons with the explanations again in case you missed the classes, right? And you will also have additional exercises to continue practicing, okay? So thank you very much for your participation as usual, and I will see you all in our next class on Thursday, okay? So bye for now.
Have a nice weekend, teacher.
Have a nice weekend. Thank you. Bye, 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 bye.